Okay, let's have a look at some of the editing features of Anki now. To open the editor or the browser, we click the hourglass icon. Up the top part of the screen, we can see a list of all of our cards and when they are due. The bottom section allows us to edit whatever is currently selected, and the right hand side here shows some statistics about the card. So the only thing to point out here is that S stands for successive. So out of a total of 5 reviews, 3 were correct, and the last 2 were successively correct. It's possible to adjust the size of the top and bottom sections here by moving the mouse in the middle, and you'll see a little divider icon. We can then click and drag up or down. It's a common question. People find that they've accidentally lost half their screen. If you find yourself in that situation, please move the mouse to the bottom or the top and drag again to bring it back up. Okay, so let's look at some common tasks we want to do in the browser. First of all, let's search for a card. For example, success. And we find he's a successful man. We can then edit it and do what we want. We can also browse by tags. If we look at the top section here, these are model tags. These are card template tags, and these are user tags. So for example, I added a bunch of different job descriptions and I tagged them jobs. If I choose this here, we can find different descriptions here. We can also change the sort order. So if at the moment I'm sorting by the question, but we can also sort by, for example, the time when a card was created. And if we change that, then this column, the third column, will also change. If you want to change whether it's sorting up or down, click this little button here. Also, we can search for any marked cards. We can search for manually suspended cards, which we can also control with these 2 buttons here. We can show only the cards which are currently due now, 150 or so of them. We can show leeches. Leeches are cards which take up an inordinate amount of your time. So if you constantly fail the same card and you fail it about 15 times, Anki will automatically suspend that card and mark it as a leech. So if we sort and look at these leeches, these ones here are very difficult words which this student of mine is unable to memorize easily, and so they really need to be rewritten or retaught or something like that. Also, we can search for no fact tags, which means any cards which have no tag down here, which is most of them in this deck. Okay, apart from that, what did I want to cover? Deleting is as simple as selecting some cards and pressing the big X. If you accidentally make a mistake, just go edit and undo, and it will undo the deletions. If you click this leftmost button, it'll allow you to enter some new information. This will generate cards. So imagine that you want a front and a back of a card, but you only edit a front. So for example, these ones here, we want front and back. Click generate cards, and we can select the ones we want and choose OK. And then they will be added. You can see there's a front and back for this. These 2 buttons here allow you to add and delete tags in bulk. So for example, I select a bunch of cards, or I can hold down Control and select like this, and click this one here and add a tag like my tag, and you can see now that it's been added to each of those cards. And I think that's about all we need to cover. The only other thing is rescheduling, and if rescheduling allows you to reset the progress on cards. So imagine you've got a card that you accidentally marked as easy and it's been sent into the future and you forgot to undo it in time. You can choose actions and reschedule, and you can reset the card as a new card or give it an initial time instead. Although generally this feature should be used with caution, as you don't want to end up micromanaging your cards. You should generally let Anki decide for you when the card should be shown again. Okay, there are also shortcut keys for all of these different panes. You can see them here and you can select them. So for example, if you want to edit a bunch of cards at once, I can click here, and then when I'm done editing, I can press Control N and it will move to the next card. So we can very quickly sort through each of the cards while editing them. That's about all I need to say.